Hi, my name is Jack Mondell, and today I'm going. Oh, let's try this again. Hi, my name is Jack Mondell, and today I'm going to be talking about the wildfires that recently occurred in the Patagonia region of southern Argentina and Chile, and also its environmental impacts. And I'm going to take this current event into an ecological context. So, what happened was that the wildfires that happened in the Patagonia region began in early January 2026. There wasn't a specific date, but they really became a problem towards the early January because wildfires they spread so fast that it started out small, but then or they're just so spreadable and contagious for the rest of the region. Some surrounding regions that were also affected were the Chubut and Rio Negro regions. You know, even after rainfall, the rainfall helped a little bit. It wasn't like the weather was permitting nonstop wildfire, but rainfall did slow up some of the burning. But the risk of flare-ups remained very high, and several fires reignited anyway. Because of those conditions, firefighting efforts were proven to be very difficult, and it just prolonged the overall impact of the event. The fires affected both natural ecosystems and nearby communities, threatening homes, wildlife habitats, and also air quality. This shows that the event wasn't just a short-term disaster, but an ongoing environmental disturbance affecting, surrounding communities in Argentina and Chile. So to understand why these fires were so intense, it's important to look at the broader environmental conditions. Wildfires depend on, the availability of dry biomass, heat, oxygen, all of which were present in the Patagonia region at the time. Um, Another thing is wind. That's how, as you can see in the graphic, it pushes fire up slopes, and that makes fire spread rapidly across a land. Um, Also, the include weakened ecosystems are caused because of this, because the vegetation's drying out, and it just becomes even more flammable, which just encourages the fire to grow more intensely. So one of the module concepts that was covered in this current event is thermodynamics and energy flow. It's focuses on how energy is stored, transferred, and I mean wildfires are a great example of this. Plants store chemical energy through photosynthesis, and during a wildfire, that stored energy is kind of released rapidly because of combustion and heat. Um, the heat kills vegetation, damages soil structure, and also reduces the ability of the ecosystem as a whole being able to recover. Um, Also, this helps explain why intense wildfires are more harmful than smaller, lower intensity fires. The second module concept that this covers is biodiversity, disturbance, and succession. What kind of this current event covers in that is that, this is ecological disturbance, meaning they're disrupting existing biomes and ecosystems, and they're kind of resetting the already built up nature that's surrounding it. It's resetting patterns of growth and species composition because it's just destroying homes and sometimes killing wildlife. In the case of Patagonia, the scale and intensity of these fires likely exceeded what local species are adapted to. So you're going to see reduced species diversity and very slow ecological recovery as a result. Um, and then I found an article from the National Geographic page that fire as a natural ecological process, it's not always destructive. And many times in ecosystems, wildfires are needed in order to recycle nutrients, reduce excess vegetation, and it kind of opens up the area for more plant growth. Um, the only time it can Most of the time the problem is the intensity of the fire. Low intensity fires tend to be more beneficial than the high intensity fires like what's happening in Patagonia. So why does this event matter? Well, the Patagonia wildfires highlight how environmental events are shaped by both natural processes and climate-driven stress. Just by looking at this event through the lens of thermodynamics and biodiversity, we can better understand why the fires were so destructive in the first place. So, yeah, and that's all. Thank you.